This is Lakshmi Chaudhry, founder and editor of Splainer.in. Welcome to our daily news wrap called What the F Happened Here. We make it easier and fun to know what's up at the end of every day, and we do it in about 5 minutes. So this is what you missed paying stupid amounts of money for your Indigo flight. We start with the war in Gaza, looking at the rising pressure for a ceasefire, including a very surprising announcement from Hamas. Student protests are spreading like wildfire across the US. So are confrontations with the police. At least 34 were arrested at the University of Texas in Austin. Another 50 were detained by police at the University of Southern California. If you remember, the escalation began with the arrest of over 100 students at Columbia last week. The university president sent the cops in to take down tents set up in the middle of campus. Now, other students have followed suit. At Cal State Polytechnic, they have barricaded themselves inside an administrative building. Harvard University students have set up encampments on Harvard Yard. Their peers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology are also camping out in protests. The movement is spreading quickly and becoming more intense by the day. So what do the students want? An immediate ceasefire, of course, but they're also calling on their universities to divest all their investments in anything connected to Israel. This isn't just about Israeli companies. For example, UC Berkeley has $427 million in a portfolio with BlackRock, which includes investments in Israel. Other student groups want to cut off any ties with companies like Google and Amazon, which have a $1.2 billion contract with the Israeli government. Even Airbnb is on the list for listing properties in the occupied West Bank. Experts say pulling out university funds will have very little effect on Israel or on the companies that deal with it. Others call the demand anti-Semitic. But students say it holds powerful symbolic value. The reason? The last successful divestment campaign targeted the apartheid regime in South Africa. Israel doesn't want to be clubbed in that kind of company. Meanwhile, Hamas has added fuel to the call for an immediate ceasefire. A top Hamas political official says the group will lay down its weapons if Israel agrees to an independent Palestine. It wants to join the Palestine Liberation Organization, that is the PLO, to form a unified government for Gaza and the West Bank. Of course, Tel Aviv will never ever agree to this. PM Netanyahu has sworn to destroy Hamas. But it is a significant concession that will add pressure on Bibi to be more reasonable, especially since no one thinks bombing Palestinians into submission is going to end Hamas. Rather, the war is going to become a great recruitment poster for terrorists. JioCinema has announced a super discounted subscription pack for just 29 rupees a month. Yup, you heard it right, 29 rupees. That's the introductory price for a single device. For 4 devices, you'll have to pay 89 rupees. The price will go up to 59 rupees per month after the promotion period, but it's still a huge drop from the current plan that charges 99 rupees a month just for Hollywood content. The new Sasta and Tikau subscription will include all Indian series and movies, plus all of Viacom 18's content before it's broadcast on TV, and all programming from HBO, NBC Universal, and Paramount Global. Also in 4K quality and no ads ever. That's crazy, huh? Mukesh Bhai just doled out a world of pain to streaming platforms in India. Netflix's premium plan for 4 devices is 649 rupees a month. Disney Plus Hotstar costs 299 rupees and Amazon Prime is the same. Basically, this is the same stunt Reliance pulled on the mobile phone market with its super cheap Jio plans. It made mobile phones affordable for millions of Indians and changed the market forever. It'll do the same for the OTT industry. Well played, Mukesh Bhai. According to a new study, 56 companies are responsible for more than 50% of branded plastic waste across the world. The worst of the lot, Coca-Cola. It single-handedly contributes 11% of the total. That's not exactly surprising, nor are the names of the other big offenders, which includes PepsiCo, Nestle, and Danone. But what is worrying is that the amount of plastic they produce is almost exactly equal to the waste they generate, as in the kachra you find at beaches, parks, streets, rivers, and other locations. This means most of their products are not being recycled, and that's despite the best efforts of these companies to make their products easy to recycle. So what's the solution? The answer, according to researchers, make less plastic and use less plastic. Those are words to live by. Venice became the first city in the world to charge day tourists a fee to enter the city. They charge €5 a day. The aim is to discourage tourists and make the city quote-unquote livable for its residents. But many of those residents are not impressed with the plan. One of them says all they're doing is transforming it into a theme park. I mean, are we joking? Residents are more worried about the lack of affordable housing because properties are being converted to Airbnbs. For all the outrage, it doesn't sound too bad. The ticket is only required for this historic city center and is bookable online, and it will mostly apply on the weekends. As always, we end with our segment, Something to See. And we're sticking with Europe, which is turning all sorts of colors. Dust from the Sahara Desert has turned parts of Greece orange. It has created a yellow-orange haze that is very pretty but also very unhealthy. NASA satellite images have also captured a shroud of tan on nearby Cyprus. These clouds of dust have come in from parts of Africa and aren't all that unusual. Meanwhile, Finland has turned white thanks to unseasonal snow. Freak April weather has brought more than 20 centimeters of snow to parts of the country and created flight delays in Helsinki. But hey, it is very pretty as well. Who knew climate change was such a looker? That's it for now. Be sure to check out Splainer's daily edition every weekday morning. It has all the news you need to know, served with a generous dollop of fun. I'll be back with the next edition of What the Happened Here every weekday evening. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out. I'll see you tomorrow.